N-E-Y, so sexy.
Alright, I'm here to talk to you about the House of Night series. But before I get into that, I want to apologize for the weird lighting. It's bright outside and my windows are just stupid. So yeah, now we will talk about PC Cast and Kristen Cast's masterpiece, the House of Night series. If you've never read the series, then there's really no point in watching this video. But before you go, I just want to say that I love this series to death, and you're going to want to read it. So when you read it, come back, watch this video. It'll all become clear. Sorry for the awkward change of scenery, but the light's coming in better from this side. First thing I want to talk about. We all know that the House of Night is a series about vampires. And we all know a very famous series about vampires also. If you just look over, not that way, this way, that's Edward Cullen from the Twilight series. And right there, that's Robin Kristen. I think you can assume which famous series I'm talking about. So I know that since they're both about vampires, people are going to ask me, Mariah, which series is better? But the truth is, they're so completely different, you can't even begin to compare them. Which makes them both pretty awesome. One reason I enjoy the House of Night series so much is because it is very realistic. I mean, come on, when you were reading Twilight, we expected people to die. Because we're kind of talking about vampires, right? Vampires kill people. And in the House of Night series, people got killed. For shiz, y'all. And going back to JT's video, he was talking about quick fixes and how in the House of Night series, there are no quick fixes. And I actually think that's really true. Although I disagree on the quick fixes in a way that I kind of like them. And in the book that I have written, there is a little bit of a quick fix, but no one knows about it. It's like a surprise until the very end. So quick fixes can sometimes be a good thing. Another thing that I really enjoyed about the House of Night series is it's kind of steeped in faith, and even though it isn't any religion that is real in this world, it does kind of like revert back to any religion, and the fact that she has to, you know, just have faith in whatever she's doing and trust in a higher divine power. And for me, since I'm spiritual, that is a very important part of the series, in my opinion. I just realized how awkward that sounded, like I'm so spiritual and I'm reading about vampires. And I kind of really liked Zoe Redbird's friends in the book, except for the last one. Not the one that was just written, Hunted, I have not read that yet, but the one before it, where she has to keep all these secrets from her friends, and then she has to tell them, and they get really angry at her, and they like turn their backs on her. And come on, that is not fair. I mean, if you take a look at her situation, there was no way she could have told them what was going on. So, I don't understand why they're so upset about it, because that happens in real life, where, you know, there might be a situation where maybe it's a family issue, but you can't tell your friends, and, you know, not everybody has to know everything all the time about everyone. So, mind your own business, and, you know, even if it was huge, like that was in the book, they could have been a little bit more supportive of her. She was going through kind of a tough time, don't you think? Sorry, I'm stuttering and I'm talking fast. I am really tired, and I'm pretty sure I'm making a lot of weird faces in this video. Nothing I can do about it. Sorry. But going back to the friends issue, a friend will never abandon a friend. Never. I don't care what they've done, you will never ever turn your back on your friends, and that's that. One thing that I didn't really like about the series is how kind of dramatic it is. Like, in the last book, not Hunted of course, I haven't read that, but the one before that one, where, spoilers, you might want to skip ahead, but Zoe and, I don't even remember his name, he disgusted me, they had sex, and, like, she was already dating that guy. I mean, maybe I'm just kind of old-fashioned, but if you have a boyfriend and you're interested in another guy, maybe it's time to break up, okay? Because you can't be with someone and then making out with someone else and you can't be with someone and having sex with someone else. That's just not how the game is played. And I hated that. I hated how I hated her decision making, and I can't even talk about it. It pissed me off, frankly. It was not a good choice. And I think that is a big decision that should have been made with care, and she was kind of in a dramatic time in her life, and it was not the right time. But going back to the topic that this is a very realistic series, having sex with someone when you're not ready is a very popular topic among teenagers because that's where it's most prevalent. And looking back on it, it was kind of realistic that she would have had sex when she wasn't ready, but doing it with, him, he was gross, and he betrayed her, and he was a douchebag, frankly, and he used her, and she had this really nice guy waiting for her, and I don't understand. How could you not decide between the really sweet, really awesome boyfriend and some random douchebag who may be hot but is using you? Come on. You wouldn't know it from watching this video, but this series isn't actually one of my favorites. But the thing is, it's literary crack. Once you start reading it, you can't stop. And even if you don't really like it, you have to read the next one, and the next one, you have to find out what happens. And I think that is amazing to know that, like, when you write something that people are addicted to it, and not in the Twilight crazy addicted to it, but like I actually care about the characters on a basic level, and I want to know what happens, even if the series isn't my favorite. That is something special, and it's amazing. Seriously, if you've never read it, read it. If you haven't read it yet, wait, that means the same thing. Sorry, but I meant if you didn't like it, you have to read it again, and if you still don't like it, then I don't know what you should do. Just go back to reading Twilight, I guess. Not that there's anything wrong with Twilight. I love you, Twilight. I love you so much. And that's still the wrong side. Edward Cullen is my favorite. And he's on my wall, even though it's not Edward Cullen. It's Robert Pattinson, but, I mean, whatever. And I noticed that I'm not making a lot of sense, so I'm going to go eat something, and then I'm going to go to musical dance rehearsal, and then I'm going to come home, and I'm going to study, and I'm going to play my guitar, and I'm going to take a shower, and I'm going to watch my favorite show, and then I'm going to go to bed, and maybe tomorrow I will make more sense. So, wish me luck, guys!